Saying there is no I, what good does it achieve? Questioner.
When I feel fear, panic, and pain arising in my field of consciousness, is this not real? Behind or within all these arisings, consciousness may be untouched, but I still appear to suffer. Is not God living through all these feelings and emotions? By saying there is no I, what good does it achieve? This being, this body-mind machine still suffers, even though I can realize it is happening to a part of me that is not me, in the higher self sense. Who am I? Please give me the core of all this. I really want to know. I need clarity.
You may want to review the articles on my website. Everything I can say about this is there, in the clearest way I can say it. Of course, it is always best to talk in person, because this is not intellectual. It is a direct understanding, not a theory. You are that presence of existence and awareness that is always here. In truth, it never suffers. You have not yet seen this fully, and so various doubts and issues are arising. They feel real, but they are based on imagination. It is like imagining a ghost in your closet. The fears seem real, but are they? Once you see there is no ghost, what happens to the fear? Fear and suffering never touch this sense of existence that is here. It remains clear, radiant, untouched, and free. It is your very heart and life, the core of beauty, light, love, and joy. So, what is the source of suffering? You are imagining yourself to be separate and limited. This is the crux of the issue. But are you a separate I? If so, where is it? What is it? You live as if it is real, but have you really investigated to the roots as to what is the cause of suffering? You seem to want all the suffering and doubts to go away without really understanding the cause. If you look and see that the separate, limited person is not you, and that you are the ever-present light, life, and love, all problems will be resolved. This is the final solution. All our doubts arise because we are confused about what and who we really are. So drop everything else and investigate what is your real nature. When you see that the false I, which is the cause of ignorance and suffering, is not real and cannot possibly be who you are, suffering and doubt cease. The old habits of thinking may continue for a while, but they have no bite or sting. You are wrong when you say that seeing there is no I does not do anything. You have not seen the truth of it, so you make a quick reply without doing your homework and seeing it. God, truth, the self, the eternal, or whatever we call it, is here and now, shining as your very sense of presence and awareness. See that no matter what you think, say, do, or feel, you cannot negate your presence and awareness. Do not underestimate this. To understand the meaning of what is being pointed to is really the core of all of the deeper paths and teachings. You suffer because you imagine separation, that you stand apart from truth, peace, or God. As long as you continue to think this, there is suffering and doubt. You must investigate to see what is true. In some traditions, they say that reality is existence, consciousness, bliss. You can find this existence and consciousness here and now, right in your own life, mind, and heart. Truth shines in your heart, waiting for you to see it. It is nowhere else. When it is seen, there is a natural happiness and peace that you feel in your direct experience. Gods, heavens, paths, practices, techniques, ethics, and so on, are all created by the mind that is under the impression that reality is far away. For the one who sees this light in himself, there is no law or rule, just love, which is the natural expression of your heart when ignorance and suffering are no more. Even that is too much, really. There is just what is, as it is. Everything just shines in the light of awareness, and everything is settled. All ethics only exist to diminish one's pride and sense of ego. The direct route, which fulfills all ethical teachings, is to live without the ego. How? By seeing if it is real. Is there really an I? Or are you the changeless background of awareness, which is never a mere person but the ground on which all appearances rise and set? There is one reality, one truth underlying the universe of appearances. It shines in all and as all. It is also the light and life that is your own heart. You have no existence apart from this. Our only sin, that is a loaded word, is to imagine separation. You must discover for yourself whether or not the separation is true. Just remember that the existence, awareness, presence, or spirit that is here with you right now is birthless, deathless, eternal, and ever free. So how can there be suffering once you see this? Whenever you suffer, just see that it is based on the idea that you are a person, limited, separate, and bound. But is this what you are really? When you answer this in your direct experience, you will know it for yourself, and the questions, doubts, and suffering will be over. It is important to mention that the desire to get rid of suffering is also part and parcel of the individual. For who wants to end suffering? You do not need to get rid of suffering and doubts as a special undertaking. It is just that when you get clear on the source of the confusion, then doubts, suffering, and confusion naturally fall away of their own accord, without any special effort. They are really just a side effect of a basic ignorance. Go to the root and clear up the basic issue, and everything takes care of itself.